Hello, Cancer. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Cancer, this is going to be your December 2023 reading. This will be for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watcher. If that is you, welcome to the channel as well. Guys, always discern the messages, reverse the roles as it applies. Cancer, some interesting, we're going to jump right to it. Some very interesting messages. Heralding change is what Spirit gave me. There's some anger, there is some frustration, there is this sense of attack, whether it's you doing the attacking or someone coming at you. It's like a push and pull kind of energy that's happening right now. And how do I put? There's so many factors to this too. It's like all eyes could be on you, whether it's good or bad. I'm not sure. I feel like there's a mix. There could be different energies coming in throughout December. But something, Spirit just said, something is going to take a swift change. Something is changing swiftly. It's going to depend on which side of the coin that you're on. The timing of situations will be absolutely inevitable. And Spirit said, proceed with caution. All intuitive that just came through right then and there as I spew my spiritual vomit, as I call it. But necessary. So we're going to dive right into the cards. Cancer. There's a lot of weird energy in the air today for some reason, and it's almost I don't know how to explain it. What I've felt all day today has been very odd. So we'll see how this comes out. And for some reason this deck here was part of something that shouldn't have been. Two of Swords, the Death card, the Sun, the World, Three of Pentacles. Very interesting. I wanted to look at those real quick since they were laying. I just realized they were there. Spirit just said terms and conditions may apply. I feel like you guys are getting into something. Maybe trying to get out of something and then trying to get into something. Spirit is saying the driver's seat. Lots of stuff coming through with you all. Wow. You may feel like your energy is scattered right now as well. This is interesting to me. I've never seen this with the Cancer card, that I pull these cards based upon what I feel Spirit, or as I'm guided to do by Spirit. And I look at that snake creature in the background, and you can see it kind of forms the infinity symbol back there. But the interesting thing is his head's veering away. I just happened to realize that his head is veering away from that cycle, where it opens, where it closes. This could kind of be, Spirit said, going AWOL. So we'll see. I don't know what's going on with you guys, but the energy is quite interesting. Watch the words that you use right now. I just heard mouth wide open. Cancer. You know, when I've done readings for you guys lately, they've been kind of back and forth. They've had a little bit of a different kind of energy, and I feel kind of weird about that, just as a water sign myself, as a sister sign to you as Scorpio. But it's a very interesting energy. So let's see what comes out in the cards, and we'll go from there. All right, Spirit, for Cancer, December 2023, what does Cancer need to know? Spirit just said you need to find balance. Productivity coming out in the reverse, patterns. Are we repeating something? Is something coming back to the surface? It may be stopping you from progressing forward at this time, Cancer. Complete review of the year, Spirit said, going back to especially April, what started to transpire back around April. And then for some of you, just simply 4 weeks ago. So it's going to vary for you guys. What does Cancer need to know? Spirit, December 2023. Stretch. Repetition. I kind of want to get some clarification on that stretch right off the bat. Go back to the other deck. Okay. So this could be just needing to physically make some movement. Cancer. This could be birth of new things. This could be a lot of expansive energy as well. This is it's very interesting. You can barely see her face in this. Everything else is encompassing her. Knight of Swords in the upright, to clarify that. Movement, 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 movement. Need to balance the emotions, trying to get a handle on your emotions. You could feel like your emotions right now are running away with you as well. Six of Cups. There's something coming back around here, Cancer, and I won't even go so far as to say it's a person. I think this is energetically. Talk about those emotions. There's that Six of Cups. It's emotions coming up from the past. You cannot get away with it. Spirit said you cannot get away with whatever this is. It is coming in like wildfire. One more card, please, Spirit, for Cancer. What is this stretch? They're telling you to shut it down. Shut it down so you can move on and move forward in a productive manner. The Wheel of Fortune, the Star. What else is under there? The Ten of Cups. Cancer, if you play your cards right, all pun intended here, you're going to come out of this. Whatever this chaos is, whatever is being driven right now, if you play your cards right, you're going to come out of this shiny and new. If not, you're going to repeat a cycle here. You've gained massive wisdom, and I think that through some transformations that you have, something here is about to erupt. And this can be just moderation coming out in the reverse, balance, again, the need for balance and discernment. Where your attention goes, Cancer energy is flowing. I'm getting Pentacle energy on this brilliance. You may have had a very creative endeavor and idea, but is it rooted in the past, in repetition? 654 on the clock there. Is it rooted in the past? So let's see. Because I feel like there's a little bit of going backwards. It's like another phase, it's like a reopening of a chapter or a time, space, reality of something that you have dealt with. There could be sleepless nights, restless mind. I'm not a fan of this repetition card in that deck at all. Spirit for Cancer, December 2023. What does Cancer need to know? Consistency. Whatever your limitless potential there, and sacrifice. Cancer, whatever you're working on, whatever it is that you're doing, you want to reach your star, you want to reach your wish fulfillment. The way you move has to change. If you're finding yourself constantly switching up, whether it's people, places, things, ideas, processes, you have got to find something, and you need to loyally stick with what that is. The dog star, the dog is a loyal companion. I don't feel like this is energy that you're dealing with as much as it is internally within you. You need to stick with what it is you anticipate doing. So it's like if you've got 4 different projects going on, you know, in your home, think about it as like if you're doing repairs to your home, you're painting, you're fixing a fence, cleaning up the yard, and then trying to clean your cabinets out. You can't be in all 4 places at once. You're going to have to pick something, and you're going to have to stick with it. And I'm going to tell you, Cancer, it's going to be whatever's going to create foundations for you, stable foundations. Because in this constellation and galaxy of Andromeda, sacrifice, again, another 4. So you're going to have to sacrifice something. And Spirit is saying be careful, because for some of you, you could end up sacrificing yourself. Cancer, this is such a strange read, and I've had some really odd readings for you guys recently. It's kind of like there's a small window of opportunity on something that's happening here, and the way I'm seeing this is, you know, it could compare it to the black hole, right? It's a small opening, but when you get sucked in, you get sucked in. There's the good in this. You see that bright blue light in those clouds, but out here it's dark. Over here it's stormy. Over here it's cloudy, but it's clearly blue. It's the throat, it's the expression, it's the communication. Spirit said it's how you behave. There's a small window of opportunity here, Cancer, for something really positive to come out of whatever this energy is. But if you're not careful, you're going to get pulled out in another way. 10:01 on the, or 10:01 on the clock there. You could easily get pulled out some other way. That black swan, I remember, I'm hell with remembering certain things. And the black swan, it's been a while ago, but I did that, I think it might have been for Libra. And it stood out to me like a sore thumb. And this black swan, his face is encompassed here. And I want to see what this black swan is about. I forget what I said it was. And then when I looked it up, it was identical. It was spot on. And technology is not working so grand either, so you could be having, again, communication, right? Communication, our ability to communicate with other things. Healing capacity of monogamy and equality within a partnership between two people. It can be spiritual love and freedom as well with the people around you. Marks harmony and fidelity, rebirth and transformation, the quest for a soulmate, and the belief that true love can be found. It is a transformation, death, and rebirth. The black swan is also a reminder that we must go through the dark night of the soul. So there you go, Cancer. Sums that up real quickly. So let's go ahead and dive into some past, present, and future energies. You guys know where this places you. You have your sights set on something, right? But I think you need to limit how many things, how many avenues you've got your sights set on right now. The need to be consistent. Cancer, what are you doing, right? It's what are you doing? Where do you want to see growth go? Where do you want to see it, take you to? What is the potential that you want to live up to? But you're going to have to be consistent in whatever it is that you're doing. That dog on that card would never leave her side. Never, right? You think about dogs, extremely loyal companions. Are you looking for a loyal companion? Spirit just said, are you being a loyal companion to the things that you're investing yourself into? For December, for Cancer. The thinking man. I feel like some of you are trying to step into your masculine energies. Door to romance. You could also have somebody working their way towards you or trying to work their way towards you. Storm warning. This might absolutely catch you off guard. 10. And then we have, I'm going to take both of these. Door to value and contract. Which these two together create another 10. Action. Broken heart. Are you working from a place of pain, Cancer, is what I want to say to you. And I'm going to tell you that it feels like this shitstorm that's rolling through here with all of these energies and sights being set on you is like the way you move through this is through your pain. A lot of you, and I mean this with all due respect, until you heal what has broken you or what has made you feel broken, because we are never truly broken, the chance of you running shit amok later on sits there. Each step you take, you have the ability to work on and start to heal and repair. And I feel for some of you, you are and you have. Kudos to you for putting in the work, but you also cannot run from the other residual pain that you've not yet dealt with. It's just like I see this horse, like this heart, this broken heart is starting to heal, right? The top part of it is, the crack isn't as bad as the bottom. You see that, right? There's healing that is taking place, and the door to spirit is they're pushing you. They're pushing you to this change. They're pushing you through your pain. They're trying to help you heal that pain. But on the other side of what door to spirit is giving you, trying to bring you in that peace, there's some more shadow work that needs to be done. That white horse, the purity, is trying to run from the darkness, but part of that darkness still sits over here. You see that? There's that 8-2, that infinity symbol that I talked about. That interlooping, never-ending journey. And you could feel like it doesn't end. It won't end. It won't go away. It won't go away. Thinking man, 10 of Pentacles. You could be very focused on your Pentacles right now. I think that when it comes to your Pentacles, that could be the most stable position in your life at this time, Cancer. It's like, I've got a grasp on this. I'm also building. I'm building a legacy. I'm building a life of things that can be taken in for value and security, well-being, stability. I'm mastering an art when it comes to the tangible world, is what I'm hearing. You could be trying to do so through communication. This could be community as well. Those buildings sitting in the background. The castle, they overrule the kingdom, right? They oversee the kingdom. What else for Cancer? 6 of Cups coming out sideways, so we're going to call that a crossing energy the way it fell. Ace of Wands. Cancer, the challenge is to go back as far as you can. Things coming up to the surface from as far back as you can remember. And asking yourself why it is that that legacy is so important to you. It's like going back to the very basics, to the very roots of who you are. And asking yourself the whys and then taking action on those things. But it's almost like that seems to be the struggle here, is how do I deal with the past emotions? How do I work through those? And I think that you're starting to recognize as well that there's more to it. And I said this to Taurus not long ago. You could have Taurus placements. It's not about the tangible things anymore. That shit doesn't matter. It's what lies within. There's a big change up that's happening here. Cancer, you know, you could be dealing with another Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces energy as well. Particularly Pisces energy here. But the emotions are flowing. And, you know, the King of Cups, he sits on his throne. That ocean is wavy, it is moving, but he's stable. He's grounded. You could be... I feel like Cancer, you could be driving somewhere to gain that peace. You could be dealing with somebody who brings you that peace with this travel. And I do think that you ultimately, like, you are manifesting that. But this 6 of Cups is like, but I'd have to go back. I'd have to go back and remember. I keep hearing remember. I'd have to go back and remember where it all began. And with this Empress, I don't ever really see the Empress as a bad thing. Especially with these cards. But this may have to do with maternal issues. This may have to do with your own maternal issues. Because it's like you're walking away and rebuilding something. You're putting in something that stems away from the fighting and the competition. Being in your headspace. You thought maybe you would put this to bed, the 4 of Swords. The Moon, I see that as both you and Pisces. You know, taking a rest and a reprieve, trying to heal. You see the little girl and the mother in the split window pane. They're separated by that window pane. Maternal issues. The 8 of Swords, that could have brought you in a lot of pain, conflict, made you feel some kind of way. 5 of Wands, conflict, competition, competing with one another, competing for attention, Spirit just said. 8 of Cups, walking away, the need to walk away to rebuild, another 8. Those 8s are very, very important to you guys at this time. Again, talking about stepping into that masculine energy. The feminine energy here of this Empress, I'm going to clarify it too. The 9 of Cups. With the Page of Swords. I heard Spirit say, what is the true definition of love? Because it needs to be expressed. It's more than just working together. You got the Tower, or the 9 of Wands, the Tower, the Strength card, the 3 of Pentacles, the Page of Swords. Somebody doesn't like the way that you stand up to them, Cancer. Whether it's you or them, somebody doesn't like the way that somebody is standing up against the other. Somebody comes at it and tries to come at it with grace, and they're, once again, infinity symbol. This inner loop of going back, and you've got the 6 of Cups here twice, is like... I said it earlier, it's like something has reopened. something is repeating itself when it comes to maternal figures. And for some of you, you get it, you see it, you've already been made aware of this, 20:02 on the clock. For others of you, it's almost like walking around with blinders on, not wanting to see it. Or just going, okay, I know this is here. Yes, I just went through this, 6 weeks, 6 months ago. Maybe 4 weeks or back in April for some of you, as I said earlier. But I'm not going to address it. You can see it. It's been small talk acknowledged, but it's not being dealt with. What is this doors to romance? I just heard beautiful uncaging. 5 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. When it comes to love, I'm going to say it doesn't have to be romantic love, even though we have all these cups here, because Cancer, you're a water sign. I'd expect nothing less than to see water on the table. 5 of Cups is Scorpio energy. You could have dealt with a Scorpio in the past. Doesn't have to be. 2 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. 10 of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well. Cancer, Scorpio. I mean, this is nothing but Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Potentially a Libra, but I don't think it is, and it doesn't have to be any of those. You walked away from something that did give you love. It was a representation of love to you in some capacity, leaving you in this 5 of Cups. This 5 of Cups, Cancer, it feels like your energy to me. 2 of Pentacles, it was like you had options to weigh. You had a decision to make. 9 of Wands, you could have felt victimized by a situation. 10 of Cups, maybe feeling like somebody got up and, let's say, left you, and there's the 10 of Wands and the 6 of Swords with the King of Wands, the 10 of Cups, the 9 of Wands. There was some kind of action that was implemented in a situation where at some point somebody was missing or left a situation. You've got, I'm looking at 3 10s here. The 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, the 10 of Cups. I'm missing the 10 of Swords right now. It's probably a good thing, right? But it's like, I'm hearing shortcomings, and I think I said something like that a little bit ago, didn't I? Minimal growth, or what you thought was growth. Let me rephrase. I'm going to retract that. There was growth that was had in this particular situation. You may see this now, but you could also feel like you are being forced into a position that you have to take what you can and go. You see this nine of Wands in this particular deck. He's got that one wand that's always hanging on to. He doesn't have a minute to hold on to the other 8. He's tired. It's slowed down. It's beat up. It's bandaged. It's headaches. It's burdens. It's tired. He's almost to the end of something. There's almost a completion here. It's coming to a completion, but again, I see this 10 first. And we're going back to the 9. We're backstepping here somehow. The need to move forward, Cancer. The need to move forward. And I'm going to, I would love to be joking, laughing, making jokes. These some of the readers, and bless their hearts if they could stay in that energy of fun. I'm not here to deliver fun. I don't even know why I feel the need to say this, but I do. I'm here to tell you the cold hard facts of what it is. Path of Enlightenment Tarot, right? The journey, the path to enlightenment is not an easy one. As a Scorpio, I can sit with that death shit and is it miserable? Yeah, sure is. But I can do it. And I've done it time and time again, which has brought me to this table. But I'm here to show you not what's necessarily wrong, 24/24, but what needs to be corrected. The healing aspect. The dirty work that we've got to do to work through these things. And you're back cycling here somehow. Just a little bit, but it's enough to send you into this place of upset, anger, something I say slightly repeating itself. And it's like you wanting to veer off and pretend that it's not happening. Reality check, it's happening. And you want the 10 of Pentacles. You want that to be in that Empress energy. You want that 6 of Cups in the upright. You want that 9 of Cups. You want that King of Cups. Beautiful cards, right? Absolutely stunning. That's what you're manifesting. That thinking man, he's manifesting. He's thinking about it. He's dreaming it. He's envisioning it. He wants to harvest all of that and then some. But there's something here that's like a hang-up. And that past hang-up is there's healing work to finish. Being able to sit with both the light and the dark. Because Spirit has provided you. Oh, and look at this. I didn't even realize this until just now. Storm warning. Door to Spirit. Your higher guides, whatever you put your faith into, they brought this in. 5 is a change. 10 is the end. They're bringing this ending in. They're bringing these realizations into you to finish healing something. To make a decisive decision that either you're going to do it or you're not, and you have to choose. That 2 of Pentacles is making the most sensible choice to get to the 3 of Pentacles so you can work through it. It's there. It's time. It's now. 26/26. Same thing I said to Aries. Time is now. I think we're all being pushed in some way in December to make, for some of us, life-altering decisions. Do you want to walk into 24 and be the same as 23? Or do you want it to be a whole hell of a lot better? Because if you do, there's work to be done. There's work to be done. For Cancer, I just said to get to that 3 of Pentacles, what pops out? There it is. How are you going to work with others? How are you going to collaborate with others? The partnerships and the things that have left you into this, or led you into this 5 of Cups. Disappointment, regrets, sadness, loss, hurt, struggle, strife. Feeling like you're being left without. Where did these come from? Who are they tied and connected to? How is it played out and you're now back from that 6 of Cups? Because it's a repeat. And you will, I'm going to tell you, and I have lived this firsthand. You will repeat every lesson that you don't learn over and over and over again, and you will get your ass handed to you and everything taken from you until you get it. And then once you get into that space where you start to get it and you're like, shit, I'm accountable here. I have to do the work too. It wasn't just them, it was me. This is my part. Whether we put up with people who don't love us and aren't equally receiving, like if you're a giver and they're a taker, why do you pick people that take from you? If you pick people who are emotionally unavailable, why do you pick people that are emotionally unavailable? What about you is attracting you to that? If you never feel fulfilled, what is it about you that you feel that you need that you're not getting? It's not satisfying you. It's not everything else, it's within you. And from what I can see here, that storm warning and that broken heart, the way they're laying there, it's within. It's the internal storm within. There's healing that needs to be done. And it's like this black horse is the haunting, the chasing of that white horse. It's like freaking, what was it, Michael Myers. It's like, you can run, but you can't hide. I'm going to find you. You can run, but I'm going to walk and I'm still going to catch up to you. Something's coming back around to catch up. And it's like you're fighting off this ending. You're fighting it off somehow. Choices, the lovers. Could be soulmates. And I'll say most of you probably had a soulmate that is resembling something from the past. We learn how to love from that space. Door to value in your contract here, Cancer. You could be starting new endeavors. I would say too, we're going into Mercury retrograde. We're in pre-shadow. It doesn't mean don't sign anything. It doesn't mean you can't, don't live and die by Mercury in retrograde. But you just want to be more aware. You want to review, reread, reprocess, you know, rethink. Like, is this really going to make sense? So yeah, you can, you know, sign a mortgage and go open a bank account and sign a contract. Like, it's not the end of the world. But you're just going to want to do your due diligence in anything that you are doing to make sure it's going to make sense 6 months from now or even 2 months from now, okay? Door to value, contract. So I did just hear there could be a delay or withhold of some kind of funds in regards to something. But then it will be released. But I do think that as you guys work through what it is you're working through at this time, lots of threes here, a whole lot of threes. This does change and open up to new soul contract energies. And like I said, you will go through those cycles over and over again, the big ones. And then you'll get into new ones. And then they're going to be like a little retest of, did you pay attention? Did you learn? What did you learn about this kind of person? What did you learn about your money? What did you learn about the way you work with others, the way you speak to others? Like, you're going to be, we were always tried and tested. You know, it's like, think about it at school when we were kids going to elementary school or, you know, grade school or whatever, middle school, high school. We did the lesson, we learned the work, we took a mini quiz. Ah, there's my weak spot. I got to retest. You know, then there was that final test, but then it was done. In life, for so long as you're here in this 3D, you get to try again. But how long do you want to go on and on and on and on without perfecting it to some degree? Progress, I should say, not perfection, is what I always tell my daughter. Progress, not perfection. For so long as you're moving forward and not backward and you're not standing still, you're doing what you should be doing. Clarify this for Cancer, please, Spirit. 9 of Wands comes out again. I feel like you guys are questioning whether or not you've got the stamina to continue on and continue forward. 4 of Wands coming out in the sideways position. It's like, again, the idea of something always coming up just a little bit short. Like, do I have it in me to continue to build? Do I have it in me to give to another foundation? And that's what I mean, Cancer. Like, if you're trying to juggle, and that 2 of Pentacles is that juggling act, right? If you're trying to juggle work, life, home, finances, kids, dogs, cats, mother-in-laws, whatever it is, how much energy is scattered? Where can you narrow it down that you can give consistent energy that gives you limitless potential in one avenue? Like, you got to give it your all. And I feel like those 9 wands have been 9 different things that you've ran around trying to perfect. Maybe killing yourself, essentially, too, for the almighty dollar. Well, I agreed to this. I signed up for this. I said I would do that. Are you living and dying by a vow that you made to something else outside of your home that's not serving you, that's exhausting you, and it's leaving you nothing left when it comes to your home space? Or Spirit just said, even when it comes to your love life, are you not giving back to the love that you're receiving, or giving yourself an opportunity, if you're single, to go out and meet somebody or do something new? Right now, Cancer, you're in a space that you're going to have to give up something to get something else. But understand that this is not going to be an in vain kind of process, because the potential here is limitless. The rebirth, like the things that you will come to be aware of, come to know, come to experience after this, I don't think there's any stopping you. But you have to make those choices. You have to weigh your options. There's only so much fulfillment that the tangible can give us. There's only so much that we can manifest with a broken heart. And then even at that, those cracks are still seeping into our 10 of Pentacles, our 9 of Cups, our King of Cups, our Empress. There's still work that has to be done, so it doesn't foil all of the other plans, everything else that you've got going on. Tell me, get a card for this door to value. Listen to me. As soon as you make those choices and you turn your back to the past by way of healing, by realizing your potential, that Two of Wands, he's got the world in his hands. He's set to sail to go anywhere. But he's looking back at the devil. He's still dealing with the past. It's almost like flashbacks. He looks out upon the ocean and what's he see? This. Oh, well, if I dealt with this before, this is going to be out there again. If he would just turn around and look at what else is to come, it's not the same. It's not the same thing at all. It's victory, it's success, it's abundance. It's financial reward. It's getting something back on everything that you've put out there and put into things. The Strength card coming out in the reverse with the Tower. Page of Swords. Messages, communication, online communication, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. If you're not seeing a Cancer, it's very simple. If you're not seeing rewards for the work that you've put into something, or if it's something that you walked away from, went back to, reinvested, and you're still not seeing it come to fruition, it's being paused, stopped, and halted for a reason. But I feel like you're not... There's something here about not having your full heart invested into something. And kind of signing, we'll call it signing contracts based upon what's going to give you instant gratification in the moment. You have to believe in what it is that you are doing. You have to wholeheartedly, consistently put in full-fledged effort to anything that you are creating. And that Tower, I'm seeing it in two separate ways. I'm seeing it individually in the sense that if you put in the work the way that you need to, what is coming will shock you and surprise you. It'll blow your freaking mind. But if you don't put the work in, if you don't find it in you to continue on, work through the past to move into that energy, the Tower's twofold. It's going to collapse. And I think that's part of your fear here. That Strength card in reverse is fear. It's being scared of the unknown. You don't have to know. We don't need to know. We have to trust. Somewhere in this, part of this pain back here, you learn not to trust. Everybody's got a motive. Everybody's got a reason. Everybody's just a son of a bitch. It will call in. It's like manifesting Tower moments. Everything that you've worked for, it still exists, right? But eventually it starts to crumble. That heartbreak, that pain that seeps out of that broken heart starts to poison everything else. It's like, check yourself. And I say that lovingly. I say that because what I see up here that you're working for is fabulous. It's beautiful. But what I see you doing with it out of fear is another story. And this could be people messaging you, telling you you're not enough. Like that's all that you've managed to accomplish. This could be like online dating kind of thing. Like, oh, you don't make $100,000 a year. You don't own your own home. Like it's almost like they're chastising you for not doing enough. That's how it feels. So what do? Go back out, work your ass off. Like, well, you watch me, motherfucker. You watch me go. Until you're so exhausted and you're tired of competing and you're fighting and you're doing everything that you can to the complete and utter point of freaking exhaustion. Four of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Five of Wands, Eight of Cups. You work yourself to death till you give up and you're like, okay, give me something else, God, because I can't take anymore. Stop running yourself through the rat race. Focus in on something that means something to you. Heal whatever is being triggered now so it's done. So you can move on from this. Whatever this is, it's time to move on. It's time to birth a new life with that Empress. Set the example. Be the example of this change that needs to take place. Guys are really struggling with your foundations, it feels like. The advice here for Cancer Spirit. Shock of the new. I'm telling you. And I just say that Tower is twofold. What comes out of this, when you work through this, will blow your mind. What side of the coin are you going to be on? Beyond the mind, the heart beats. There's a 3. Cancer PS, there's a crab. Granted, he's a hermit crab, but he's a crab. There you are. Right? You are birthing a new life. You're absolutely birthing a new life. You're repairing cellular structures, DNA, ancestral wounds. You're sitting with the ghost within. And Spirit's forcing you to have to look at this right now. You may not want to, but you're going to have to. And I'm telling you, it's a lot of maternal. Third eye could be very important too. See that dot on her forehead there? That third eye could be very, very, very important. But if you close your eyes long enough to see through that, everything else is going to make sense. Spirit said give you one more. One more card, please. First, the sign of Cancer and advice. I think that it comes to when it comes to masculine energies, those parts are kind of like fading away, whatever that means to you. But it's dealing with the feminine now. I think I said earlier, was it in this video or Aries? I don't remember. But the comparison of apples and oranges, right? The world. What do you see? More importantly, what do you feel? Which one feels lighter? Which one feels easier? Which one smells better? Because it's like you're glazed and confused over what part of this you do. Don't compare yourself to other people either. Why are you comparing yourself to others? The way they look, the way they see things, what they have, what you have. You get the flower of life in the background supporting your transformation and transition. It almost feels like the mind is numb. And the Spirit said the throat is dry. The mind is numb and the throat is dry. And it's like sitting in awe of knowing what it is that you can have, but what it is you're dealing with. Big messages for December. Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. Just remember, I'm here to help you guys. This is just the energy that comes through. It's been astounding to me in the first 2 reads I've done. The masses of energy that is coming in and the way that it feels heavy, but it's like once you pass that certain point, it all changes. And it's absolutely for the better, because I'm going to say this, you have dreamed it, you have smelled it, you have tasted it, you've probably even gotten little glimmers of it. Now live it full time. Stay consistent to the endless possibilities and potentials that you're moving towards. Don't fall back into a trap. All right? If you found this video, I say that all the time, I can't speak. If you found this video resonated for you, like, share, subscribe, comment. Personal readings are open for the next 2 weeks. That information can be found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. And you can visit me at holisticallyzenwb.com for a full list of products and services. Wishing you guys the very best in December, and I will see you soon. Take care.